there's relationships, right? And in having a relationship, whether that is at school, whether that's at work, whether that's in your home, whether that's just on the street with people in a general, you're stating that we don't come up on how we interact in that relationship, and those are roles.
Yeah, those roles, sir, are subjective. Those are so what works in my relationship may not work in everybody else's relationship, and vice versa. Right. And that's why, you know what I'm saying, the thought of traditional gender roles, the thought of, you know what I'm saying, like, this is what you're supposed to do because you're a woman, you know what I'm saying, is ridiculous. I mean, that's something that society decided. Specifically,
you married a woman who was in the military, right?
With Mr. Jones. I was having the conversation. Please let me finish. Okay, look, I get what you're saying, but that was never said. Do you understand that? Like, that wasn't said. So that was assumed. That was assumed, and that was put into the conversation. It wasn't ever said. The question
specifically on what we talked about yesterday, but in terms of like, okay, so what I'm saying is like, okay, if, you know what I'm saying, one of my toilets is to get clogged up in the house, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm not home. Say I'm out of town on business or what have you. You think my wife is just going to let that toilet sit there clogged until I get back? Or you think that she's going to get some Drano or a plunger, you know what I'm saying, and plunge the toilet? Which one do you think is going to happen?
She's going to plunge the toilet.
Exactly my point. If there's something that needs to be built, like a piece of furniture in the house, you know what I'm saying, and I'm not around to do it, or I'm too busy to do it, you think my wife's going to wait for me to put the furniture together? Or you think she's going to put it together? Being that she served in the military, you know what I'm saying, for over 20 years.
I don't know. I don't know your wife. That's what I'm talking about.
So you see,
so what I'm saying is,
my point.
So this is a man that married a military woman. Hold on, Red. Are known to be extremely hyper masculine women. That's why this man obviously has lost his masculinity, because his wife is the one who carries all the masculinity in the household. It makes sense now. It makes sense.
I was a firefighter, you know what I'm saying, for over a decade. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally ran in burning buildings. I can promise you my man right here ain't running in nobody's burning buildings.
Mr. Jones, focus on me.
I build the buildings.
Mr.
Yeah,
Jones,
so do I.
Bro, focus on me for a second.
I am. Okay? Let's go.
Listen, you. What I'm saying to you is that in the point for which we were just made is that the question is, what are women's roles? What is a woman's role in a relationship or marriage? That's the question. Okay. Sure. It doesn't say.
I can answer that easily. Yeah, sure.
So using your analogy was, right, that if your toilet was backed up, would your wife wait? If there was something to be built, would your wife wait? And I answered you with, I wouldn't know because I don't know your wife. The reason why I answered that is because that is portion of your relationship. In the question the gentleman is asking, all they have to do is state, well, in my relationship, here's the things that I do. And this is the things that my husband do. These are the things that we've agreed upon that they will solely do mainly until that other person can. That's the question. Why are we fighting over the factor of the word role? That's what I'm trying to bring you guys back to.
And that's fine. So my point is there doesn't have to be assigned responsibilities, because at any given time, those things could change. Circumstances can change. So if I'm going to assign responsibilities to somebody, if I say, hey, you know what I'm saying, wife, like the dishes are your job, you know what I'm saying, and cooking is my job, right? But say she just doesn't, she's been working hard, she's had a hard week, and she don't feel like washing the dishes. You think I'm gonna let the dishes pile up in the sink because that's her role? Absolutely not. I'm just gonna go wash the dishes.
But we're saying the same thing, and that's where we're missing it, because we're assigning emotions to a word, bro. We're just simply assigning.
Bro, I'm not emotional at all. I'm not emotional at all. What I'm saying is there is no roles. No one has a role.
Hold on a second. This is what I'm, and you brothers can respond. This is what I'm getting from Jones. If his wife is better at plumbing, if his wife is better at fishing, if his wife is better at shopping, if his wife is better at everything,
at working, his wife is
at working, then he's going to let the wife do it, and he's going to sit on his behind because his wife can do it, because there are no roles.
I don't think I said
that. My wife is better at doing everything, so I'm just going to let the wife do everything.
That's not what he said. This is the same man that supports that's not what he said. Women marrying women. This is the same man that supports that.
Why do I care what somebody else does in their relationship? I don't know these people. Why do I care what they do?
If you don't care, then you shouldn't talk. You're not a leader. You're a follower. So keep following. It's very simple. If you're not a leader, you keep your mouth closed and let the leader speak. It's very simple.
You know, the funny thing is you wouldn't talk to me like that in person.
I definitely would. I'm 6'8".
I promise you wouldn't. Listen, my dad gave me a good piece of advice. He said, close your mouth and save your teeth. And I suggest that you would do something like that.
Can I make a point?
I'm be honest with you.
Can I make a point? My thing is that every male is going to have a different set of things that he would like, that he considers more higher important on the list than others, of things that he wants from or would like from a woman. And once again, I'm not saying that there should not be some type of understanding / roles, because y'all like using that should be discussed or considered and all of that in order to live life. But the point is that you can't get into a relationship and then want to determine that. That is what the problem is. The problem is that those things have not been established. Those things have not been talked about. And then once they're in a cohabitation, it's a argument, a fussing about, well, you supposed to do this and you supposed to do that. From my experience, like I'm saying, at this age, I just would choose not to be in a relationship with somebody that's not already doing on their own, because that's what they like to do. That's what they want to do for me.
I agree with all of that. I agree with every bit of that.
That's not what Jones is saying. He's saying that if my wife,
I'm a grown man, I can speak for myself though.
He's saying, if my wife is not doing anything in the house, I'm gonna do it all. I'm gonna pick up the slack. I'm gonna be the man. Hold on, wait. Listen. He's saying he just shook his head. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. If my wife says
he doesn't expect his wife to do anything, but he will do it all and pick it all up. That's why these women are in here loving what this man is saying, because they can be lazy and not do anything.
Okay, so can somebody answer me a question? Right? How is somebody's worth decided by their ability to do labor? How are we putting value on somebody's labor?
Right? Since women are 80%
we're putting value
of the
on somebody based on what they can, how they labor. Like, we're not slaves. People aren't property. You should not put value on individuals based on how they labor. That's not the building block for a relationship.
What are you talking about? Anything from your wife?
What are you talking about?
What's that?
Women. What are you talking about?
I can't answer multiple questions at the same time. I apologize.
He doesn't expect anything from a woman. He doesn't expect any role, any responsibility,
I would not get into
any obligation.
I learned how to cook. I learned how to cook. I learned how to clean. I learned how to wash my own clothes. I learned how to wash my own ass.
So let me tell you what I learned how to build. Let me respond to that. Jones, let me respond to that.
So, bro, can I finish first and then I'll let you respond?
Go ahead.
I learned how to do all of these things. I don't need anybody to provide those things. While my wife was deployed, who do you think took care of my children? I did. You know what I'm saying? I don't need anybody to help me do those things. I need somebody to add. My wife don't tell me what to do.
So his wife is out fighting for the country, and he's at home with the kids. So he's the woman in the relationship.
Real quick. Let me respond.
Backwards.
He's the woman in the relationship.
So
backwards.
What I'm saying.
Backwards. Your wife is fighting for. Hold on, brother. Your wife is fighting. Hold on, brother. Your wife is fighting to protect you.
Nah,
that is backwards.
I guarantee you, if someone breaks into the house,
people that join the military, and we need to stop doing
this. Get behind me, Mr. Jones. I got this.
I'm not talking to you. So people that join the military, right?
Join the military.
Sean, that's not my fault, bro. I didn't do that to you. They did that to you. I didn't do that to you. Go ahead.
Just let me respond because I'm on your side on one aspect. Let's listen first before y'all shake your head. My point is this: if that works for his relationship that he's in, there's no problem. We can't judge that about what he does. That works for him, and the dynamic of
no,
his
it does not work. Listen, sir.
It
It
is
takes a
working.
man.
His wife does not respect him.
Hold
I
on, brother.
guarantee
Hold on,
you.
hold on,
Damn,
guys.
y'all
Hold
gotta
on,
let me
He's
hold on,
finish
not
my
hold
loyal
point.
to
on,
him.
Can I
hold
get?
on,
Can I get?
hold
Can I
on,
get a minute?
hold
When
on,
she's out in
hold on,
deployment,
guys.
she's sleeping with the other men on
Hold
the
on.
squad.
Y'all didn't let me
I
finish.
It's taking a
you,
man
his
out
wife
of
is
his
not loyal to him.
masculine energy.
Y'all didn't let me
will bet
finish.
you. I will bet you this $100,000 watch that his wife is not loyal to him.
Let
She's
me
walking
finish.
with another
Let me
man
finish.
right now.
I get it. I get it. But listen, the point that we're talking about is relationships working. Okay.
No, sir.
We're not,
listen.
we're not talking
No,
about.
you listen.
Hold on.
A wife is not designed to protect her man.
Let me finish, brother.
That is not what a wife should be
Brother,
doing.
let me finish my point.
No, you're not gonna finish it. This is my platform.
Brother, you're not listening, brother.
Well, you're gonna be listening down below. This is my platform. I run this. I'm not no man. My wife ain't running it. My woman, nobody's running it but me. And I'm going to say once again, a woman that's protecting her man while he's in the house with the kids is backwards. That is not the society we should be setting up.
I literally was a finance director. You know what I'm saying? I was a finance director in the car industry for 13 years. You know what I'm saying? And then 3 days a week, I was at the station in the fire department. You know what I'm saying? I worked 2 jobs. Like I said, I was a firefighter and I was a finance director. And I also, you know what I'm saying, kept my kids. I had a nanny, you know what I'm saying, because my job allowed me to provide for that. But I had a nanny. You know what I'm saying? So I did have some help because obviously I can't be home all the time if I'm going to work. But with that being said, like my wife chose to join the military because she was in ROTC.
She wanted to be around masculine men.
And that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Like she I don't own her, so she can do whatever she wants.
Hold on,
she's not
Jones.
property.
Hold on. I want to say this. I got to get this out because
sure, go ahead.
This is how Jones, whether you disagree or agree, whatever, I want you to see how backwards the community is. The people
you don't
that
know
are
what
watching,
community means, friend.
Listen.
We don't have a community because of this.
All right. We're not going to deal with this foolishness. Let's get this one thing out.
Go ahead.
People that are calling me emotional and upset that I'm yelling as a man and going off like I am and saying I'm emotional, guess what? They will then go watch and listen to women in our community scream and holler and yell and fight in the streets. And they won't call those women anything. They think that's normal. What I'm doing is I need to tone it down. This is how backwards our community is. Go ahead.
So the reality